How many codes do you know? Because there are so many flying around. Bro code, sister code, brother in Christ code, I don't know. They come up with them as they go. But then have you ever had this code where you cannot date someone I was dating? How? You are my friend. How dare you? How? But Zulu has something different to say.
And I saw people debating.
Yeah.
How should I feel about my friend going to date a person they know I was dating?
Yeah.
And I told them that question is, it's only confusing because of the misuse of the word dating again.
Okay. That is the truth. I haven't gone there.
That is the only place of confusion.
Ah, yes.
So I said, let us replace the word and you see it clearly.
Okay.
Let's substitute dating to mean you conversed with this person because you are both interested in each other to see whether something could work, whether you are good for each other. And you met severally, talked on phone, and you discovered you are not exactly a good fit. And you happily, with decency, wished each other good luck.
Then this sounds ridiculous. Why are you talking to someone I was talking to?
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
Now you get it.
Okay.
You get it. It's because of the mess of our day.
Oh.
The only reason you feel bad when your friend is talking to those people because what you're calling dating was excessive emotional involvement. Many people were getting intimate. So you imagine a person who you gave everything to, you got intimate to, get intimate with your friend, doing what they were doing with your friend. That's what the painful part. So it's not your friend who's violating you, it's you who violated your principles. You did not preserve dignity when you were dating. You weren't exposing yourself to people who are not permanent in your life. And now that when you see them moving on and being with your people who used to be your friends, maybe sometimes some people are very logical, and I'm not promoting betraying our friends. Some people are just practical.
Okay.
And if you find this person whom you're considering a future with, you weigh the past versus
the present and the future to become.
Me and Mwikali were in high school together. We have journeyed thus far. But even of late, we're not being that close. Our paths were already diverging. When I met this guy, I realized at some point, they also talked to Mwikali. Oh, I know. I remember this guy. I remember you with Mwikali. Oh, yeah, we tried. Why would I tell you now? Don't talk to me if once you talked to my friend.
It sounds really ridiculous.
There is no confusion at all if you date with dignity.
Okay.
The only pain you feel betrayed is because you gave the wrong things at the wrong time.
To the wrong person.
To the wrong person, and you're trusting them to keep that thing, that part of yours as a confining force to who they get interacted with in future. And this only happens a lot with women, not men.
That is true.
Many times. And I'll tell you why. And somebody was asking, how come you only heap the burden on the women? So we are not heaping, we are acknowledging future. We are acknowledging nature and reality that mating is controlled by females.
That is another truth.
Let's repeat by saying that they say men sleep with who they can, women sleep with who they want.
That's true.
Sometimes a guy is going wherever he can get it.
It's true.
A lady is deciding who and whether and when, and she weighs her own.
Yeah, how do I even feel about it?
She's the referee in this game. If she does not whistle, nothing will happen. So that's why once she has whistled, she carries the responsibility for the whistling. Hey! Please.
Okay.
So, and also, there's a way sex means a lot more to the woman. And I'm not saying us men are less. No. It's what it is. The nature of the interaction is that the man is the projector and the woman is the receptor. She's the one on the other side. Yeah. And anything that happens after that, for women, is more of a sacred garden, really. A place of elevation, and the essence of her being is a female, is a woman. That's the flower of her femininity. That's really the holy of holies of her body, really. And it's not just sex. The Bible says David went into. It's like somebody going into you. That's a lot of interaction.
That is true.
There's a journey there. It's not just rent. So for women, it's something different. It's quite. And I was telling you that because of the physical nature and men feeling sometimes they need sex the same way they need a meal to relieve some need, and because of that physical nature of us as men, it takes growing to learn to be intimate and fully immersed in. In fact, when a guy has not learned or not controlled, this is a technique in Japan. They teach men how to control themselves, to control and be able to do it in a more meaningful and deeper way.
Okay.
And they were saying, if you do not learn how to control yourself, there's a time we were studying dysfunctions, erectile dysfunctions, and the teacher said some of them are not dysfunctions, they are inexperience.
Oh. Umesema ati what is the name of that book? Asking for a cousin of another cousin. Let's pass on the information.
So you say that area requires experience.
Okay.
In self-regulation and controlling your feelings.
Okay.
And it is also based on the basic driving motive. When it is stolen sex, it is stormy and short. When it is mutual satisfying, it's about it's mutual and it's done in an artistic way. The same way you would prepare a meal with artistic touch. That's how men need to know, because in that business of intimacy is usually the front line, the one controlling, so to speak, the pace, the activity. And because men, we are not taught to imagine it is natural, because you feel the urges. You think the urges are enough for the performance, for the style, for the understanding.
Lies.
You need experience and understanding and knowledge. Some of things, you learn them on the job. You get married and you train each other. And because it's also a very egotistical area. When you're being corrected, you think you're being told you're not good enough, so you avoid the correction. You avoid the feedback. You avoid the input. Many men never really master. And she was telling us, sometimes when people complain that they are not able to do it to satisfaction, find out whether there is any biological or physiological problem. Many of them don't have the skill.
Okay.
Are not open to the learning. And she also hit at us, saying sometimes men sleep out there because out there there's no requirement for standard. The commodity is maybe money.
Yes.
It's another commodity.
Yes. So there's no need for...
Here there's a standard to satisfy. Yes. And if that one requires skill, not just selfishness.
Yeah.
Because some just do it for themselves and go.
Yeah.
These are the ways supposed to do it, done it right, and you learn. It's a lot of more mental. All right. So we are saying a lot of what we are talking about today. What happened with you that time is you exposed yourself so much that you feel naked even before this person to this day. And let's remind ourselves that you cannot trivialize, cannot treat as sport what was designed to be sacred. You just be distorting yourself. And you know, sex to women is so different because even their own bodies, how it appears can be very appealing. Okay, guys also, when they dress right, they can be appealing to women.
Yeah.
But that's not by nature. If I show a certain skin, Mwikali will feel
it's like no.
Please, one lastly, did you shave your legs? So
oh my God.
So for us men, our bodies are not really.
We are goddesses of art.
You know, I like that. Where's that line from?
It's mine.
Oh, I remember I used to be an actor.
Oh my God.
So,
yes.
The real problem of who is doing what with your ex is because those exes really, you gave your treasures to them.
Yeah.
So the real question today is, what is the right way to safeguard yourself from backlash? Because this is a problem. If your standard is that you can sleep with people just because you are in something, you're considered there's a possibility to becoming something.
Yes.
We are dating, we're in a relationship. Eventually those people will accumulate.
Yes. Hence the body counts.
Eventually the people whom you got intimate with will become 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
and they'll be roaming on earth. And you meet or you hear things. And some of them are malicious, Mikali.
Yeah.
The way to safeguard yourself from the psychopaths of this world is to keep that department of your emotional life, sexual life, your heart, your body under lock and key.
Yeah.
That is the only solution. Attend to people. When comes time for dating, we're not saying you do it mechanically. You must sense how you feel towards this person. But remember, there are degrees to feeling people. The lowest degree is interest. And that's why you evaluate people. Once you notice, you find them intriguing.
Yeah.
You find them interesting. You are overlapping on many areas. They're interesting to you too. They're interested in you too. They start. That is the point where you learn them as much as possible. And I told you, the moment you meet people who ask for your contact or you start talking, talk as much as possible, as early as possible. Collect data before your feelings go ahead of time. Or because, like girls of old, they play hard to run away, avoid talking and don't respond. And so the guy chasing, you're running, chasing. You never check what quality of fella is running after you. So you feel special that somebody has been chasing you for 2 years, 1 year, 3 years. So you're feeling special and you're sustaining that chase. Always texting, calling, showing up at your job place. Is that guy again? I'm nothing. So you're feeling special.
Hey.
You've never looked back to see what kind of fella is this coming after me. Hey. So just enjoying the chase. Later on, nobody else has put that kind of effort. You say, imagine this guy has been persistent. Only now to come and check what persistent. So now you, who are you?
Well, you are home. You're home. You're very home.
So when you find out, say, this seems to be the only guy who has been that persistent for that long.
God.
Only to realize you are not in the same league. That's how people who have been stubbornly running after you still end up being a very dangerous mismatch. Because the moment people show attention, look in their direction. Check what it is. The moment you realize you're not in the same place in life, you politely excuse yourself. And even if they run after you for 10 years, you know that is nothing. There's nothing there. Some people are obsessed with you because they can't afford you. They're not on your league. You are a fantasy to them.
Yes.
They can't meet your need. To them, you are a daydream come true. To you, they can't meet you, they don't even understand you, they just have a fantastical image of you, exaggerated. And I told you, be careful with people who decide you are the Rihanna they can reach.
Allah.
The closest embodiment of Rihanna, who is their crush.
Yes.
And somebody said, there's an advantage of crashing over a celebrity than crashing over these ordinary people.
Okay.
With a celebrity, you stand no chance. So
yes, it's okay. Crash on them.
But with these other people, there lingers a possibility that can influence your dreams, your fantasies too far.
Yes.
So, the problem with this thing of getting hurt is because you are dating those standards. Mikali, if you date with dignity, if you preserve yourself for the right time, get the paperwork before you transfer ownership. If you are on a pack, only when you have arrived, and you only use interest to learn people. You're talking to this guy and there's so much laughter and fun, and you're feeling something coming up, and they too are showing similar interest.
Yeah.
Now, start having conversations that are more personal as you talk.
Yeah.
Direct in any direction. So how was home? You said you were home last weekend. Who is at home? Oh yeah, of course, there's mom there, there's this. You begin to know something about them.
Okay.
Oh, you too, even me, my mother. Oh, get to know some things. Some things. Even before it is formally we are in love. By the time you're falling in love, sometimes you've gone too far. We usually say interest. Interest is when there is possibility and you're feeling the spark, but you're not sure who is this. There may be a glaring problem.
Yeah.
That you can't stand. Your feelings don't think.
They don't.
This is just a Wi-Fi that picks waves. As long as the frequencies are aligned.
Yes.
It's 2.4G or 5G. Just learn that aspect. Learn people at the point of interest. Learn them there. It's easier to pull out at the point of interest. Realizing that's not exactly. So you maintain friendship. You have good chemistry.
Yeah.
chemistry is usually automatic. Not everybody have chemistry usually goes very far.
Yeah.
You just happen to get along. It is good for job. It's good for work. Chemistry is good. You enjoy each other's company. You click. You get each other.
Yes.
So chemistry is really a social lubricant where you can talk around. You can get. There are people you don't click at all. You don't flow.
Yeah.
So those whom you flow, chemistry is natural connection. After chemistry is interest. When somebody begins to show interest in you, that's when you learn each other.
Okay.
And for men, we are deceived because when you develop interest with a lady, we build up to whatever we want. We see her as more immaculate, and because she senses my energy, she ups the game. Dresses better more now, talks this better more, gives me more this special treat, and I block all other glaring, ugly realities about her. I avoid looking that direction. Tell me something about you. I avoid. Hey. So I may fan this flame
Yes.
from interest to love. And love is very difficult to manage. It's like once you've punched a hole in a tank or in a dam, if the water becomes so much, you can only swim there. You can't stop it now. So sometimes the emotions of love are catastrophic proportions, and especially if you've been in a desert. Sometimes ladies are angry, or we are angry when somebody is interacting with somebody we were with, because generally you are dating, life is a desert. Hardly anybody comes there. It takes so long before you meet anybody. And I told you, be careful. You can be known by so many people.
But
you have nobody. People don't come to you on a personal capacity. If you do not learn how to balance between your persona and your person, you can have a very unsatisfying life.
persona and
Person.
please break it down.
The persona is public image, and the role you play, the way you got playing, who you are in that play,
Yes.
can become very famous. People know Selena, the girl who is that, who came from a difficult family, went to work with another family. That's Selena, but who is the Celestine? Who is the actor really?
Okay.
So people can fall in love.
Selena. Okay.
I use her because she was a sensation among the young group.
She still is.
She came up, pop out of nowhere, and pure talent.
Yes.
Not connections or Godfather. You can see pure talent. And she made, because she was playing a role that is very common in society.
Yes.
Girls who don't have much except their own drive, their own beauty, their own self-belief. And how people fall in love when they're in social polar opposites. And the difficulties. Those movie stories are usually very interesting.
Very.
But I want you not to try to activate them in real life.
Yes.
Let them remain fables. What we watch to entertain ourselves before bedtime.
Okay.
And people are wishing, can't you guys date in real life? Want this story to continue?
They're both. Wow.
That's our personas. The people, the people who they are very different. You too, you have a persona. Who you are at work, the HR, the lawyer, the accountant, the persona, the people see. That is become so admirable, how effective you are, how people cheer you on. If you rest there, my friend, if you rest on that, you'll be left behind. Those people are fans. And fans they just fan, really. Fun.
Okay.
They don't know the inside of your life.
That's true.
Your personal life is usually smaller. In reality, it's usually smaller.
Very small. Very small.
So, the place you are yourself, the friends you can talk and just, and sometimes it swallows us, the persona, because every place you go, guys are excited to see you, the persona they see. But when you're in that space of family and friends, that space of people you need to marry or you need to move on with your life, or the things that matter in life, the place you want to have fun, the place you want to relax, that space, if you forget it and ride that wave, you will crash. You will forget to go looking for real people you can talk real life.
Yeah.
I hope every now and then you have people asking, so who is Mwikali now, apart from the one you see on TV?
Yeah.
What does she want in life? Apart from the TV. How does she invest money? How does she spend her holidays? What kind of life on a date? What are her values? Those are the real things that you don't need to show up here, because that's your personal space. We may post things there and we are talking. That is work for everybody. That's job. The lawyer is at court arguing cases. You know, the engineer is on field and making mighty drawings and mighty this and that. But after that persona, land now. Who are you? That person needs to have their own parallel life that is ongoing. Milestones of life.
Yeah.
At the point when she's supposed to be getting married and dating, go to the market. Use your popularity to feed the other side. Use the persona to feed the person, not to suffocate or swallow. Be careful.
Yeah.
And in many, actually, I find it very easy to just switch and forget. When I'm playing the role of, when I'm just myself, I forget those other things. Just be happy and have simple life.
Yeah.
Yes. You remain conscious that you are famous. You remain conscious that you are quite somebody.
In your own house.
And you're walking the mall, you're walking like this, and you are being...
Just in case they take a picture.
And to the supermarket, you're snapping with everybody and getting... You will never leave. And I like it when I can simply snap and forget.
Yeah.
Snatch it away, forget away, and just do your thing. When you see people recognize you, greet and go on. Greet and go on. You know where they know you from, but this is the person. They know the persona.
Yeah.
Even them, they have two sides. When they're at the front, hello, good morning to the quick mart this hour. Today we have this offers. That's the persona at work.
Yep. Absolutely.
So you may be impressed by my persona, but when you marry, you deal with the person.
That's true.
Always remember that. So we are saying, and it's not pretending, it's just necessities of life. That's how we are.
Yeah.
You have to play a role to make it work. You don't want your captain, the guy who's flying, you tell you, today I've just decided to be myself, and
it's like,
so he's not even dressed as a captain.
No.
He's in a shirt. I like hockey, so I came in my hockey club. This is my puppy. He's called Tony, and this one here.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the same person, but please can you wear the right role? We want all the consent. We want, no, please bring your mind to this there. This is the sticks at why we are floating there.
Hockey stick. No.
It's the same person. But in what capacity do they show up? Show up in the right capacity.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not just dressing, it's also the mindset. You switch to the dynamics in this space. We don't want you distracted by the relax. Okay, today Mikali decided to just come in the way she looks in the house. She just wants to show us the part of her real life. And so guys, I have my lollipop here. Don't worry about my ice cream. It's just part of my pastime. And so play the role.
Okay.
We're saying the following are the rules for you to safeguard yourself from embarrassments. We're saying if you sleep with people, you give your treasures, you throw your pearls to pigs. If you keep exposing the very best of you because of emotions and a need to feel a high, to feel, and there's some words even as a lady you should avoid using.
Yeah.
Those words that trivialize sex, trivialize intimacy. The F word, don't throw it around. You know what it refers to, and it diminishes you more.
Yeah.
In fact, that sector is so sick when people begin to compartmentalize a woman's bodies and to value you according to what kind of body you have of this and that.
Yeah.
It's women who do much more of body surgeries to look. I saw somebody doing surgery to get dimples.
A dimple.
I mean, so it's women who are most affected there.
That's true.
For men, most likely it'll be something to do with racism. They want to fit in a certain race, maybe. You know.
Yeah.
Men it to be more of gym or what kind of things. But remember, as a woman, your space is very sensitive. When you use that language, even if you're using it with a man, you'll have told him something about you, and it doesn't apply to him, because this space of sexuality, you are more affected. The treasure, the energy you carry, the way we call the earth she, we call the country her, we call the sheep she, we life-giving. You are in that space of life-giving, and what you need to do is to learn to sit in it, protect it, and rest in it with specialness and have standards of access, barriers to access that people know they can't just reach you anyhow. Avoid the kind of language that brings you to vulgarity and cheapness. Even the language itself tells people they can dismiss you. And I want you to warn women who are in mechanical careers that are male dominated, that the energy is very masculine.
Yeah.
It's the overalls, they're wearing overalls and gumboots and things that are just mechanical, and you must put more effort in that space to maintain your femininity, to be washed away. It's an energy. It's how you carry yourself. Remember, even if nobody will see you today, dress right so that you can feel right and think right. Absolutely. Even if nobody will see you.
Yeah.
If you're in a space that is too masculine, you must put extra effort to use more perfume, use more of these touches here and there. You may have to dress for the role,
yes,
but you can look for the ladies who ride. But their outfit for riding,
it's pink, it's beautiful, it's
you can see the girl in the space.
Yes.
She do not just put things that men put on. It's a lady riding, but you like it. So you can play any role. You may be in that welding sector, you may be in that engineering sector, but the energy, how you carry yourself should be different. The last rule is that we have said preserve sex, maintain your femininity, your self-respect, so that even if it doesn't work out with people and you see them working out with your friend, you are happy your friend has found a person. Yeah. And you can say one or two things, what you can give a few comments about how you knew that person. Because you talked.
Yeah.
You are happy that in any case, most of your friends, you're in the same social pool, you're in the same space. They may not be coming from Japan, from the other side. You're interacting with the same people because in most cases you are friends because you're in the same social space.
That is true.
So why is it weird that they came across the same person you came across with? Surely we are going to the same spaces in same place. You are likely to. Single people here are few. Single people are always a minority. Single and searching are always a minority. Many single are not yet there. They are not ready yet.
Yes.
The others are already past the market.
Yeah.
The single and ready is a minority.
Yeah.
And you can actually recommend. There's this guy you are talking, didn't work. Why don't you check him out on your own volition? And you'll be happy. Only to learn later you guys know each other. You dated with dignity. The problem here is not who dated who. It's how you did it at the time when you did it.
Absolutely. The
other thing is, I was telling you that sometimes I don't recommend you valuing friends over your future. Some of the friends are on their way out. You have journeyed. Some people are not mature. They'll get angry when you marry a person they did not marry. There are ladies who once a guy shows interest on them, it's like they have possessed them in a certain way. And when you come to date them later, they feel like somehow you snatched or you replaced, or even if it was not working with them, they'll still live to say, Mikali took away my guy, and she. So I don't want you to turn down good guys because they've been in touch with your friends.
No.
Please. Once you find a person with whom you're flowing,
yes,
don't be too dogmatic. I want you to be practical in this market.
Okay.
The only contract is if people are married.
Yes.
In fact, I went as far as advising guys not to avoid talking to a girl because Dan has been talking to her. Talking.
Let's talk.
What is talking?
Let's all talk.
Thank you.
Yes.
Let the lady herself tell you that she's do you have a boyfriend? It's not a pickup line. Do you have somebody? It's not a pickup line. Simply show her and show who you are.
Yeah.
There are ladies who are, whether they are taken or not taken depends on who are you. They can use the taken to get rid of you.
Yes. That is the truth.
Because they are somewhere in limbo. There are people who are interested, not yet quite signed, not yet quite sure. But as long as he's not mine, I usually used to look at the ring.
Oh, that we do that as well.
If I don't see the ring,
we just shift it sometimes.
You are in the
just to ward them away.
So is to say the last bit is don't be too loyal to your friends that you jeopardize your future.
Okay.
Because you can turn down Alex because Alex has been talking to Josephine, and Josephine is your friend, your cousin even.
Yeah.
Just talking. But then only to realize later they did not go anywhere, and you rejected Alex, you also lost.
Okay.
And maybe Josephine is not a reasonable person. It's not a person you can reason with. She will be angry. But sometime in this market, you have to annoy a few people to get what you wanted.
Yes.
Please be a little bit firm. Stop being too caring and too fearful. You marry only once. The reasoning is, I'm not marrying 100 people. When I find the one with whom we can rhyme, my friend, you don't start telling me they want to talk to you.
No.
I've been long in this search, and when I find the one, I'm not about to drop them because
because you spoke to them.
A cousin's half sister found, talked, and told the other classmate. No, Mikali, the search is arduous. Once you found the one,
yes,
don't release anyhow. If a friend wants to retire, thank you. For the time we are together, we appreciate
It's okay.
This is my future now.
Yes.
In any case, even after I marry, I was going to also adjust my friendships to make sure this is my first friend.
Oh, okay.
Please. Be practical. That's my point.
Okay.
Be future oriented. If petty people are angry because you're talking to a person they did not make it with, that's their problem.
Now we know. It's not, I don't want you dating someone I was dating. Let's look at it the way it's supposed to be. Also, if that person is malicious enough, you know that person that is your ex, that one, yeah? That one that you are dating and other things. If they're malicious enough, they can seduce your loose friends and sleep with them just to torment you some more. Do your math. Learn people with no sex until you find the right one and marry them, or keep exposing yourself intimately to different people and have them wield enormous power over your peace of mind. You choose. How would you like it when you know someone out there can expose a picture, and we've seen this happen, a picture of both of you, or tell something to your soon-to-be partner and ruin your reputation? How would you like that? So the message today is, we are dating right. Talking and eating and coffee. Adios.